Hi there, how are you? It's been a while. What's going on? It's Jack, and it really has been a while. And I hope everything has been okay, everything on your guys' end. And I wanted to make this video today to talk a little bit Call of Duty, a little bit SM squared, a little bit XDefiant, and a little bit other games because, quite frankly, video games are supposed to make your life fun. They're supposed to give you a nice break. You're supposed to get joy and fun and an escapism from it. And as far as that is concerned, for me personally, I can't speak for other people, but for me personally, that's not it with Call of Duty, specifically this new one. And you can only play the old ones so much before it becomes too repetitive, right? So what do? You play other games. Like recently, I mean, right now I'm working on Devil May Cry 5 on Son of Sparta. There's a whole bunch of other games on Game Pass that I have installed that I need to start working on and all that kind of stuff. So I've been playing a lot of other single player games now. I also recently finished Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City on hard difficulty. I streamed some of it. I streamed Arkham Asylum, I think, in its entirety. Arkham City partially. But it's just really nice to get away from anything BS and just enjoy different games. Speaking of different games, guys, I want you to let me know about I want to know in the comment section as far as your experience is concerned with Hogwarts Legacy. I've been hearing nothing but good things so far, but I want to hear it from you guys. Like me, I'm a sucker for finding a whole bunch of hidden stuff throughout the world, such as treasure chests or anything else hidden. Doing side quests here and there and stuff like that, and just upgrading my character and just enjoying the experience of it all and being a part of that experience. So it seems like Hogwarts Legacy is doing that, and just give me some feedback on that in the comment section, if you will. As well as, what about you guys? What have you guys been playing lately? Like between Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Devil May Cry 5, and maybe a few other things here and there. I've also been playing some of Psychonauts 2 and just continuing that. It's been a real joy to play all of these types of games, right? And to do what it is that these games offer and just experience the beauty of it all. And it's been a hell of a good time, and I'm enjoying it. So, as far as the subject of Call of Duty is concerned, because when you talk about XDefiant, how can you talk about XDefiant without talking about Call of Duty, right? When you talk about SM squared, of course, SM squared is Call of Duty, or SM2, or whatever you want to call it. So we know, especially since Mark Rubin himself responded to me on Twitter, that the game is going to be coming out this year, which is great. And SM squared, we don't know. I mean, I haven't really done anything recent research on SM2 or SM squared, but one thing I will say is that it's good to see that XDefiant is doing what it's doing and that it's going in the right direction. Although obviously right now it's not in, there's a few things that definitely need to be worked on with the game as far as everything I've seen, well, everything I've read on Twitter, but or other forms of social media. But it looks like that game is headed in the right direction, and we're gonna see what happens. There's even fellow content creators that I still follow on Twitter. I've recently unfollowed a lot of people that I don't communicate with or communicate with me, so it's like, what's the point? But for the ones that I still do follow or whatnot and communicate with on at least a semi-regular basis, it seems like SM squared or SM2, or excuse me, XDefiant is headed in the right direction. And a lot of them, whenever they post something for all their followers to see on Twitter, they basically say that, obviously, a few things here and there that need to be done, and the game itself will be really, really good. And for the most part, people have seemed to be having a great time with it. And the game just needs to be optimized, and all the bugs and stuff like that and glitches that are present need to be fixed. But other than that, the game seems to be an arcadey first-person shooter that does not have skill-based matchmaking or engagement optimization matchmaking, more important, which is the one that is the real kicker for me. I mean, it's like, okay, I can deal with skill-based matchmaking, that's fine. But engagement optimization matchmaking, to where a game just simply is rigged to not allow you to get past a certain point in terms of your progression, in terms of what you're able to do because of your skill and knowledge of the game, is really something that I don't quite understand. And going back to Call of Duty, you know, with the whole patent and the engagement optimization matchmaking system, I have to say that, like, one thing I don't understand, or at least completely understand, is obviously if you're a content creator that's making money, or just a content creator in general covering the game, or a pro player, I can understand why you're still playing, you know, Call of Duty in terms of its current states and its current games, in terms of the implementations that have been put into those. I can understand that, but for everybody else, it's like, well, number one, they probably don't even know that it's rigged, or number two, they just still like it despite the fact that it's rigged or whatnot, and they just don't care about that sort of thing. Who knows? I don't know. But I can't see like any joy in playing a game that's kind of rigged. I mean, like like for instance, let me give you an example. In Black Ops Cold War, whenever I would consistently do well in free for all, what would happen is the game would spawn me in a spot to where there was no escape, and people would see me spawn, they'd shoot me, and more than one person would shoot me. Or sometimes I think I would even spawn, although more rare, sometimes every once in a while I'd spawn like in the middle of a gunfight, and it's like I'm already spawning, people are already shooting in my direction. It's like, what the fuck, you know? So so it's like there's really nothing you can do. You know, you could do really well, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get 3 deaths in a row because the game spawns you at a certain point to where you're just gonna get fucking killed, and somebody sees you spawn right there when it happens, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, it is what it is. So it makes the game a lot more difficult to enjoy, and a lot less fun. But with that being said, again, thankfully there are other options out there, but for the people that only play Call of Duty, or only play games like Call of Duty, things are a lot more limiting, and that you know, that kind of sucks. But you know, patience is a virtue, as they say, and when SM2 comes out, and when XDefiant comes out at some point in time this year, I think there's a lot of fun to be had, and I think it's going to turn a lot of heads in terms of anybody who's got skill-based matchmaking in pubs, or engagement optimization matchmaking patent in their game somewhere, in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully it will turn their heads and be like, you know what, this little game here is being very successful and everybody loves it despite all that stuff. So yeah, and the thing is, whether you like to admit to it or not, even bad players or noobs or beginners suffer from the effects from engagement optimization matchmaking. At first, it's good because it's helping them get kills where they otherwise wouldn't. I mean, it's good in terms of their point of view, but then later on, as they get better, guess what? It's going to be like not enjoyable anymore, right? So so it is what it is, man. This is what Call of Duty has implemented, and yeah, it's like I just don't fully understand how some people that do know about it continue to play it, other than those that are content creators, or content creators making money, or pro players. And I'm pretty sure that it's hard even for them to do it, or at least most of them. So, and there's a few people out there that'll like Call of Duty no matter what. As long as it's got Call of Duty in the title, they will like it no matter what. Even if it's not as arcadey, if they went from arcadey to tactical, from rushy to campy to whatever it is, they will love Call of Duty. And it's like, hey, if you love Call of Duty no matter what, for good, for better or for worse, then more power to you. So but yeah, I just kind of wanted to make this video and just have a little chat with you guys, and to see if I'm still able to commentate without stopping myself way too much or repeating myself way too much. So hopefully it was decent, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. And in terms of topics of what you guys want to see, I'm also thinking about getting gonna try to see if I can get the Half-Ton Hammer to come in here and do a co-podcast with me, because quite frankly, that man is gifted, and for him to share that and put that out there, I think would be really good. I mean, this guy could easily be on the radio. Well, at least back in the day when radio was in its prime, before everything went down, but before things changed. But yeah, no, this person can do really great things with it if he goes full force. So thinking about doing that, as well as a few other things as well. But in terms of topics, in terms of commentaries, let me know what it is that you want to see or for me to talk about, because quite frankly, Call of Duty is not where it's at. So when I get back to a little bit more of a regular routine, which I'm hoping to do so very soon, you know, we can let it rip, so to speak. And I just want to know what you guys are playing, your opinions on the matter that was discussed in this video, and everything else. So And for those of you guys, one final thing I want to say before I close out here, as I'm getting close to time. Recently, I've had an influx of subscribers come in, and I just wanted to also to say thank you, because it's really nice to see that even after a long time of being at a certain number of views or a certain number of subscribers, that with the right video and with a certain level of consistency, you obviously can climb back up and start to pick up momentum again, and to get something going, which is great, and it's very humbling. But but at the same time, Call of Duty is just right now it's kind of in a holding pattern, and of course there's other games that are coming, but until then it's like, so for those of you guys that don't care what I talk about or what it is, I have absolutely no problem posting different games on here and just doing little commentaries or whatnot. But I don't know if that would fit this channel very well. I might have to do that on my second channel, so let me know down in the comment section. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It was nice making one again, and I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day.